You forgot about Miguel Tejada. Remember him? The shortstop slash third baseman? During the 2000s, he was one of the best hitters in the league. He ranks high amongst all-time shortstops, but his career was also plagued with plenty of controversy. From steroid allegations, lying to Congress, and lying about his age, his career was nothing short of dull. So let's talk about La Guagua, or in other words, the bus. He played in the majors for 16 seasons from 1997 to 2013, and during his career, he was a 6-time All-Star, a 2-time Silver Slugger, a Home Run Derby champion, and the 2002 AL MVP. La Guagua led the AL in doubles in 2005 and led the NL in doubles in 2009. He also led the AL in RBI in 2004 with 150. He has 8 seasons with 20-plus homers, 4 seasons with 30-plus homers, 6 seasons with 100-plus RBI, 4 seasons with 100-plus runs, and 3 seasons with 200-plus hits. He was an offensive force. From 2000 to 2009, he led all shortstops in home runs. In fact, he sits at 4th all-time for career home runs at shortstop. Since we're on all-time shortstop stats, I might as well continue tapping in. He sits at 5th all-time in RBI, 11th all-time in doubles, and 9th all-time in total bases. His MVP season was an incredible one and most definitely his best all around, although he did have other seasons competing with his MVP campaign. That 02 season, he played the full 162 game slate, something he did 6 times in his career, and he slashed 308, 354, and 508. His OPS was 861, and that translated to an OPS plus of 128. He collected 204 hits, smashed 34 bombs, roped 30 doubles, and drove in 131 runners that year. If you didn't know about La Guagua before 2002, you knew who he was after this season. He was a key member of that magical Athletics 2002 run when they finished the season 103-59. That year, the A's also put together one of the greatest winning streaks in MLB history, winning 20 games in a row. Tejada walked it off for Oakland for the 19th win in that streak. During the 2000s decade, he ranked amongst the best of the best. He played in more than 155 games for 9 years, and for that decade, he played in a total of 1,737 games. And in those games, he picked up 1,031 runs, 2,031 hits, 391 doubles, 266 home runs, 1,117 RBI, and he slashed 294, 344, and 471. I said he ranked amongst some of the best, right? Well, check out this leaderboard. I used MLB Reference's StatHead and created a leaderboard of hitters from 2000 to 2010. Though I used the following criteria: 6,000 or more at-bats, 1,500 or more hits, 350 or more doubles, 250 or more home runs, 500 or more runs, and an 800 or higher OPS. And the names that came back to me were Carlos Lee, Derek Lee, Lance Berkman, Vladimir Guerrero, Todd Helton, Albert Pujols, David Ortiz, and Alfonso Soriano. All of those names are very well known. These were juggernauts of the 2000s, to say the least. How did he rank amongst those guys in that decade? Well, he was first in games played, first in plate appearances, first in hits, third in doubles behind Pujols and Helton. He was 9th in home runs behind Pujols, Guerrero, Ortiz, Berkman, Lee, Soriano, Lee, and Helton, all in that order. He was 9th in OPS. He was 5th in batting average behind Pujols, Helton, Guerrero, and Berkman, and he was 3rd in total bases. He was only behind Pujols and Guerrero in that category. La Guagua, the bus, that's who he was. Now for the controversy. On September 22nd, 2005, ESPN reported that Rafael Palmeiro implicated Tejada to baseball's arbitration panel. He suggested that a supplement was given to him by Miggy, and that supplement was responsible for the steroids in his system. Tejada denied it and said he only gave Palmeiro B12 vitamins. 2 days later, on September 24th, 2005, the Baltimore Sun reported that the Health Policy Advisory Committee issued a statement that exonerated Tejada and chastised the media for reporting that he may have distributed steroids. That committee is responsible for overseeing baseball's testing policy. We'll fast forward a little more than a year later. On September 30th, 2006, the LA Times reports that Jason Grimsley, a former pitcher, told FBI agents who were investigating steroids in baseball that Tejada was a user. The LA Times reported that Tejada was one of 5 names blacked out in an affidavit filed in federal court. A few days later, on October 3rd, 2006, the Washington Post reported that the San Francisco United States Attorney Kevin Ryan said that the LA Times report contained significant inaccuracies. Now, this is where things began to go downhill for La Guagua. On December 13th, 2007, the infamous Mitchell report was released and Miguel Tejada was mentioned in the report. The report stated that he received $1,500 worth of steroids. The new year arrived, and on January 15th, 2008, a report surfaced stating that Rep. Henry Waxman had asked the Justice Department to investigate whether Tejada was being truthful when speaking to the House committee when being interviewed in 2005 in a possible connection to Palmero's steroid use. On February 10th, 2009, Tejada was charged with lying to Congress about PEDs and usage in the MLB. The following day, he pled guilty. He faced up to 1 year in federal prison and deportation, but on March 26th of that year, he was given 1 year probation. Fast forward to 2013, the end of his career, Tejada was suspended for 105 games for testing positive twice for amphetamines, specifically Adderall. He claimed it was for his ADD and MLB approved the use, but his permission expired April 2013 and he never reapplied. There's another controversial topic I wanted to shed light on before I let you go. On April 17th, 2008, he was confronted by an ESPN reporter during a sit-down interview. He said Tejada was lying about his age ever since he signed in 1993. He claimed to be born in 1976, but a Dominican Republic birth certificate showed that he was born in 1974. Tejada was angry and he left the interview. Before the interview aired on April 22nd, 2008, he admitted having been born in 1974. So technically, throughout his career, he was 2 years older than people believed. However you draw it up, Miguel Tejada was a dominating force during the 2000s decade. Every year, he was up top with some of the best hitters in recent memory. He helped lead the charge of the beloved 2002 Oakland Athletics. He ranks among the top 10 in all-time shortstop ranks. He was a player that showed up every day and put up the stats a fan loves to stare at. La Guagua's career will go down as one of the most controversial and polarizing. Even though it was filled with controversy, I still wanted to give some love to Miguel Tejada. So here's to La Guagua. Peace.